If you have received a notification letter from the CRA that you are selected for a tax audit, stay tuned for this video to find out how you should handle the audit process and your rights and obligations as a taxpayer under audit. Canada's tax system is based on self-assessment. In order for the government to maintain public confidence in the fairness and integrity of Canada's tax system, the Canada Revenue Agency is empowered to audit taxpayers for the compliance of the Canadian tax laws. In the next few minutes, I will give you an overview of the audit process, your rights and obligations as a taxpayer under audit, and the strategies you can employ to handle the audit process with the objective to achieve the best possible tax outcome for your particular situation. How does the CRA select files for audit? If you want to avoid being audited by the CRA, you need to know how to get under the CRA's radar. The CRA uses a risk assessment approach to select files for audit. You are likely to be selected for audit if you are considered a high-risk taxpayer. Some of the common factors to trigger a tax audit include tax returns with potential errors, businesses with recurring losses, any indications of aggressive tax planning or non-compliance of tax obligations, or taxpayers standing out from the norm for their industries, their colleagues, or their neighbors. What are your rights and obligations as a taxpayer under audit? If you are selected for a tax audit, you are legally obligated to cooperate with the CRA auditor. It is a criminal offense for refusing to cooperate with the CRA auditor. In addition, you are legally required to keep adequate financial records and make them available to the CRA auditor if they are relevant to the audit investigation. The CRA auditors own a duty of care to you as a taxpayer under audit. It was a 2014 court finding awarded by the Supreme Court of Canada for the first time in Canadian common law history. If assessed with penalties and interest, you may be eligible to seek relief for penalty and interest in certain circumstances. How does the CRA conduct audit? The CRA auditor performs either an office audit or a field audit. Majority of audits for individuals and small businesses are office audit, where the CRA auditor reviews the taxpayer's record at the CRA's office. For the field audit, the CRA auditors will come to the taxpayer's place of business at a prearranged time to meet with the taxpayers or their accountant and to review all necessary supporting documents required. During a tax audit, the CRA auditors will examine supporting documents, including ledgers, journal, bank statements, sales invoices, expense receipts, or car logs, etc., to ensure they support their tax filings. When the auditors complete their work, the auditors usually communicate their findings either over the phone or in a face-to-face meeting. If the CRA auditors finds the previous assessment is correct, the taxpayers will receive a completion letter and the audit will be closed. If the CRA auditors finds the taxpayers either owe more taxes or entitled to a refund, the taxpayers will receive a proposal letter explaining the reasons for the reassessment. The taxpayers will have 30 days to agree or disagree with the proposed reassessment. The CRA will consider the taxpayer's response before issuing the final reassessment notice. If the taxpayers disagree with the reassessment, the taxpayers will have 90 days from the date of the notice of reassessment to file an objection with the Appeal Division of the CRA. There are definitely strategies you can employ to achieve the best possible tax outcome from the audit process. First, read the CRA notification letter carefully and respond within the 30-day deadline. Ask for an extension if necessary. You can have a representative to represent you to communicate with the CRA auditor. Their representation fees are tax deductible. Second, if you choose to represent yourself, understand your right as a taxpayer will help you be better prepared when dealing with the CRA auditor. Make sure you read the Taxpayer Bill of Rights Guide published by the CRA. The guide lists 16 rights that all taxpayers are entitled to when dealing with the CRA. The guide also sets out the CRA's 5 commitments to small businesses. Third, keep all your financial records organized. Being organized in providing all the requested financial information to the CRA auditor in a timely manner will lend you credibility as a responsible taxpayer. Fourth, be nice but yet on guard in dealing with the CRA auditor. Attend any interviews requested by the auditors or have your representative attend. Listen to what the CRA auditor is saying. Do not volunteer irrelevant or additional information than necessary that can later be used against you. Fifth, actively engage with the CRA auditor. The auditor tends to demand a lot more information if they do not understand your facts and transactions. It may help the CRA to narrow their focus of inquiry if you educate them about your business and operations. Explain the facts and transactions and your position on how the law applies. Sixth, consult a tax accountant or lawyer if you ever have any doubt about the potential tax implications of answering a specific question or handing over a document. The key to ensure the audit will be conducted fairly and the best possible tax outcome will be achieved is to engage a tax professional as your representative to resolve all the tax issues identified by the CRA auditor. 7. Keep a chronology of events during tax audit. Audit delays can lead to increased interest charges on additional tax assets. If the CRA auditor causes delay, having evidence can be helpful in subsequently getting interest waived under the taxpayer relief rules. Thank you for watching. I am Claudia Ku, your trusted tax accountant. I hope you found the information helpful. Share the video with your friends and family if you think they can use the information. Don't forget to subscribe my channel to watch my upcoming videos. Also, click on the link to my website to receive our free email service of tax tips. See you in the next video.